programming and clears out your garage. So learn more at kawc.org/cars.
What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny Porter.
And I'm Victor Calderon.
On today's program, we are going to be joined first by Jamie Frazier. She is a young entrepreneur and future nursing student right here at AWC. And she is also the owner of Salt and Sun Spray Tans. Maybe we'll get a free spray tan. Me and Victor here, I don't know, live on the show. That'd be cool. We'll also be joined by Keith Francis Jr. He's a mental health professional, coach, and founder of Yuma's only adult flag football league. See, I like football and I don't like to get tackled, so I might join this league here. We're going to be talking about sports, fatherhood, and creating a positive space for people to connect through competitive sports and teamwork. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And streaming online at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. You can also view our show on the Border Radio Facebook page and the KAWC YouTube page. And don't forget, you can reach out to us by email at whatsup-yuma-radio@gmail.com.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Citrine Law, LLC, a Yuma law firm practicing criminal defense, DUI defense, and personal injury law. Information is at citrinelaw.com.
Chili from Philly. Nick Papagiorgio from Yuma.
Johnny Show! What's up, Yuma? What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny Porter.
And I'm Victor Calderon. And Johnny, I have an update on our AWC football.
I see that you got that printed out right there. So break it to us. What happened?
So our friends at Arizona Western College softball, as everyone remembers, they are in the World Series for NJCAA. That's the Junior College League. And they are still playing in their national tournament.
Okay.
In Alabama. They were supposed to play last night, but they've been having rain delays out there. So they were supposed to play last night. That got delayed to this morning. And then yesterday they announced, late yesterday, nope, we're going to play in Thursday afternoon.
Oh, wow.
So they're playing this afternoon at 1:45, if there's no more rain delays, to be determined who they're playing. And then that game's going to be on ESPN+.
Okay. So cool. They're still in it. The rain is having its way, sounds like, over there in Alabama. But
yeah, apparently. Who knew Alabama?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know it was so rainy in Alabama. But anyway, and yesterday I was talking about Aaron, the gentleman, Aaron Brigman, that did the theme music for our show, the intro music. And I haven't talked to him in forever, but just the way it works, it seems weird because he texted me this morning. Out of nowhere, I haven't talked to him in quite some time, and he texted me this morning, so I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, hey, bro, I was just talking about on the show.
Is he local still?
No, he's not local at all. He's from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And like I said, we did a movie, Burn Notice, so if you want to check that out on Amazon Prime, Burn Notice, Part 2. The original series, or the original it was a series, sorry, not a movie. And so it's a Burn, BERN, Notice. And we couldn't do a series again. They actually wanted a movie, so we turned season 2 into a movie. So yeah, check that out. It's stupid, but it's fun. Right. Yeah, anyway. But who do we have today, Victor?
Today we have our first guest is Jamie Frazier.
Hello.
She is with Salt and Sun Spray Tans. Thank you for being here this morning.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Good morning. Good morning. So we like to get to know our guests on the show before we get into what they do for a living. So are you originally from here in Yuma?
Yes, I am. I'm born and raised.
Born and raised.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
What schools do you go to?
So right now I'm still. So what schools in general? All that.
Let's go way back if you remember.
Okay, so I went to Ronald Reagan.
What's that? Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan Elementary School, and then I went to HLS Gowan, and then I came back to Reagan.
Okay.
Then I went to Centennial for middle school, high school Cibola, and then now I'm here at AWC.
All right.
Yes.
So did you enjoy growing up here in Yuma? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. It's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you're into spray tanning now, but that's not all you do.
Yeah.
So when you were young and running the streets of Yuma over at Reagan, what were you into?
Honestly, I've always been into medical.
Something medical, huh?
Yeah, always been into medical. My Nana was a nurse for 32 years, so she kind of put that spark in me.
Where was she a nurse at? Do you know?
On Vita, but they were
YRMC.
YRMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was there, and you just saw Nana always helping people, being a nurse. What was it?
My Nana, she came here knowing no English. So my tata, she married my tata, and he would translate her recordings of her school lessons and would help her. She helped her become a nurse.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, so if she could do it knowing no English, I can do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like pretty awesome.
That is pretty interesting. Yeah. Without knowing any English, and then but to have that support to be able to go to school and do that. And then you said, if she could do it, I could do it. I know English, so I could make it happen.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I also just grew up with family that gave to my community. Like my dad, he's been YPD for a while, and then my mom, she also did like ceramic pieces, like memorial pieces for Amber Lee's place.
Oh, right. Okay. So is she like artist? Is she an artist or?
So yeah, in a way, she does like ceramic, like handprints. Like, do you ever see around Christmas time, like how they have like little cookies with like the handprints? Yeah, my mom does like ornaments and stuff like that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So you grew up. You said you always wanted something in the medical field. That's what you're going into. Earlier, we were talking, and you said you switched your majors. Oh
my gosh,
like a couple of times.
So
is that true? Did I get that right?
Yeah, I switched it twice because
twice. Okay, see, that's a couple. That's two. I'm counting good. That's good.
No,
right.
yeah, you listened.
Yeah,
so
I did.
yeah, switched it twice. First, it was nursing, which is what I always wanted. Then I heard radiology was a thing, so I shadowed. I looked at it, and it was awesome, but it just didn't feel like that's where it was supposed to be.
Why is that? Let's think. And interesting enough. You bring that up, and I'll let you answer the question and stop hogging the mic. But
No, you're good.
I just saw my buddy Daniel. He was walking, and he's in the radiology program. I haven't seen him in a while, and I'm like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Radiology. So, what was it about radiology, or maybe what was it missing?
Definitely, I would say more hands-on, like patient care. I feel like I really like helping people, especially hands-on. And with radiology, it was dark. Like, I just don't like being with the lights off. It's just not my, I like being in the sun. Yeah, that's what I like about Yuma is like the light, the sun. So, yeah.
So what do you mean it's dark? Tell me, like, what happens with radiology?
Well, from like what I shadowed, I saw all the lights were off because they're trying to see what they're X-raying or scanning.
Okay, so it has to be dark to be able to look at that?
Yeah, yeah.
I know nothing about it. To me, it's all magic. It's all witchcraft and voodoo and
they
stuff.
work so hard, though.
Yeah.
And that's another thing is there's a lot of physics in that, and physics not for me.
Physics in it, too?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
there's physics.
Do you know anything about this, Victor?
Radiology, no, but I have been to Onvita before, and they take us around sometimes. So you see, like, there's not just like the people like the nurses or the doctors, right? There's people working in like dark rooms where they're looking at a screen and they're looking at someone's like X-rays or whatever, and yeah, if people want to do that, that's cool. If they don't, that's cool too.
Yeah. So then you said it wasn't for you, and so. You switched back, or
yeah, I did.
Okay, that's what. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I switched back to nursing.
Back to nursing.
It was a hard decision because I was very set on radiology. I got all my prerequisites finished for radiology, so it was a lot of money put into that as well. But I just knew deep down like it's not for me.
And so they're different prereqs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. There is. There's more chemistry heavy, physics. I didn't end up taking the physics because I switched to nursing right away. So, yeah.
Did physics scare you? Did that part? It sounds like you don't like the physics, but.
Kind of, yeah. Just because it's like, I'm not very familiar with it. Who knows? Maybe I would be good at it, but just from my judgment of things, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
So you're doing that, and you want to be a nurse. What do you want to do?
So right now, I really want to go into pediatrics. So I love my nieces and nephews. I have so many of them. So it's like, yes. So I just have like a soft spot for kids. Yeah. Like for me, I'm like, the kids need the most help. So I'm like, yes, I want to be
Is that what you tell your brothers and sisters? Your kids need a lot of help.
They need a lot of help.
Yeah, they need that.
Kind of.
It's like I was babysitting today, and they need a lot of help.
No,
so
they're amazing.
No, okay.
Yeah. No, sometimes they need help.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, sometimes. Sorry. So you said you have a lot of nephews and nieces. Do you have a lot of brothers and sisters, or?
So I have one brother and two sisters.
Oh, one brother and two sisters. Okay.
Yeah, two nephews, three nieces.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And what do your brothers and sisters do?
So my sister, she's a hairstylist. My brother, right now, he's still kind of figuring everything out. He works at Jersey Mike's right now. Then my other sister, she's in San Diego. They got stationed out there for military.
Oh, so military?
Yeah,
Right
military.
So then, so you're doing that, but then to be an entrepreneur, that's a little bit different.
It is, yeah.
Now, and it sounds like maybe that's not where you want to take things totally, but who knows? You like to switch. So next time you come on the show, it could be whatever. But so how'd you get the I guess what would be a good word?
Like the interest or like
like
the bug?
Yeah,
Like
to be
people catch-
yeah.
catching
There
a
you
bug in
go.
a good way?
Yeah, there you go.
It's a mixture of a lot of things,
Did
but
you just need money or?
no.
Oh,
well,
okay, good.
Okay, in the economy, yes, but
It's like, have you seen gas prices? Of course I did.
Yes, I filled my gas tank yesterday. It was like $60.
It's horrible.
Crazy. But anywho, just a lot of things. Always being like into taking care of myself, wellness, and stuff like that. I wanted to practice what I preach, and cancer runs heavily on my dad's side of the family. So I just wanted to find healthier alternatives because I like to be tan, but I don't want to lay in a bed or lay outside too much because too much of it isn't good for you. And I've even had family that had skin cancer. So I just wanted to kind of take a different route. I wanted to. It's interesting because it is a different route, but it was something I wanted to do for myself and also my friends. And if other people were interested.
So you're saying, but you're saying what you want to do, which is a spray tan, but like to be an entrepreneur though, like let's get specific more about that because that could be scary sometimes, right? Like you're unsure, you've never done this before.
Yeah.
Maybe you might have had family that are into business, but you've never done it. So then, how'd you say, you know what, I'm gonna do this while also pursuing this nursing degree?
So the main thing was that I didn't have to feel obligated while in nursing school to work full time as a CNA because I know it can be stressful. So I have that to lay back onto, and also, it seemed so fun for myself, and it's something I've always been interested in. I just never like bit the bullet and tried it out. And once I did, I was like, okay, this is awesome. Like, I really like it.
So right now you're a CNA where at?
Yuma Rehab.
Yuma Rehab. And so it's different. You're not working with kids, right?
Yeah,
so
no.
that's like, it probably gets you some motivation to want to graduate and like do what you want to do, right?
Yeah, I still love it though. I love the patients. I love talking to them. I love getting to know their story. That's the awesome thing about medical is you meet so many different people, and they all have different stories and all their different whys as well. So
have you heard any cool stories or anything that really stuck out to you? Or
honestly, so I'm still kind of like just started my CNA job, but when I was in my clinicals for school, we did clinicals at the veterans home, and a lot of them had awesome stories. They had different things on the wall. They were all talking about their grandchildren, their parents, and so many different like wars and stuff. So it was just interesting to listen to them and kind of get to know why. Things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so you're doing that. So a CNA, what exactly are the duties of a CNA?
So as a CNA, you are primarily there to kind of aid the nurses. So helping them with like getting the patients up, taking them to breakfast, dinner, getting them dressed, make sure they're clean, helping with showers, just kind of like ADLs, like and things like that. So
what is what you said?
ADLs, yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what that is?
I do not know.
Like just like daily activities.
You have to talk to us like we're 5-year-olds.
Sorry.
Okay.
Just like daily activities to help the patients, especially since it's a rehabilitation center. We're there to like rehabilitate them so they can go back to where they want to be. So just everyday things, making sure that they're doing things on their own rather than mainly us doing everything for them.
Okay. So then now when the school starts back up, you're going to be in the nursing program again.
Yeah.
How long do you have to do that before you could go out into the world and
like of nursing? So that takes 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, it's 2 years.
So okay, you had no previous, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
so you got to do the full 2 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, so the nursing's the 2-year program, and right now I'm doing the CNA so I can have my experience and also just for myself like experience that empathy as well. So I can go into nursing with like a full heart of knowing what I'm getting myself into. So yeah.
So you're up for it. You're ready for the 2 years of school.
I've done it for 4 years. I could do another 2 years. It's fine. Yeah.
So what's your favorite part about nursing and being, like you said, mentioned earlier, talking about like helping people?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
I would definitely say just meeting different people and their stories, and also with nursing, spectrum of things are endless. So you can go into so many different things. Like, you don't have to stay at bedside. You can also go into aesthetics. You could do...
What is that? Like, I know what aesthetics means, but like, what's the correlation with nursing and aesthetics?
So with aesthetics, you do have to be an RN to do like injectables, like Botox, fillers, and stuff like that.
I see
So
what you're
that's
saying.
more of like a pink collar.
Gotcha.
Instead of like, yeah.
So then, like, we were talking off air about Empower. So like Kelly is RN right there. So then she can do the injection.
Yes.
So I see. I learn on this show, and I try to put 2 and 2 together, and so it starts to click after a while. So okay, like that's a baseline, that's a foundation, but you could take it in different ways.
Yes.
Anything about the aesthetic side, because it. Spray tans is aesthetic.
Yes.
So I know you want to go into kids and be a pediatrics, but is there anything like on the side you want to do that side of things, the aesthetic side?
It's hard to tell right now. Definitely I'm more steering towards peds right now.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to find out more about spray tanning and how, you know, I can go outside and the sun's pretty hot over here and it beats down. But you mentioned about cancer. And so there's some risks with that. So we're going to find out more about that on the other side of the break. All right. Okay. We're going to do that right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
For over 55 years, Border Radio KOFA has been a voice for music and culture in the region. We play indie, soul, funk, world beats, and more, plus local stories and live sessions. Tune in live at 94.7 FM, on demand at borderradioaz.org, or on the KOFA app and discover your next favorite song.
What's Up Yuma Radio is sponsored in part by Nova Home Loans, serving Yuma County and nearby communities. Nova Home Loans offers residential lending services, including home loans and refinancing. They are also proud supporters of local community efforts and organizations. More information is available at novahomeloansyuma.com.
You are tuned to 94.7 FM KOFA Border Radio. Another sunny day in Yuma with an afternoon high near 85 degrees. Winds becoming west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. Clear skies with a low around 61 degrees. The Yuma County Library District is holding its annual summer reading program series. The program kicks off this Saturday, May 30th, with the theme Unearth a Story. More details online at kawc.org.
The City of Yuma hosts Water Safety Day on Saturday, June 6th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Valley Aquatic Center. Participants will learn skills and tips from the Greater Yuma Safety Alliance to focus on drowning prevention and water safety. There will be food vendors, fun activities, and more. Details at yumaaz.gov/events.
Below normal temperatures will be common across the region through at least the start of the weekend. Today in Yuma, Parker, and Quartzsite, we expect it to be sunny and breezy with an afternoon high of 85 degrees. Southwesterly winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour could gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Tonight, clear skies with a low of 61.
Bopping to the new beats heard around the world, or relaxing to the tunes of Memory Lane. We are your non-commercial source of music. Run by volunteer hosts, this is KOFA Border Radio, 94.7 FM, 1320 AM, on the KOFA app, or at borderradioaz.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here joined by
Jamie with Salt and Sun Spray Tan. So we're talking spray tans.
Yeah.
We're talking about, how Yuma's hot, right? And so people don't like to be outside for too long.
Yes.
But, some people do like to tan. Some people, they're out there for 2 minutes and then they turn red.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us about how, you're thinking about, how you want to start this business. How did that all work out?
So it's always been something that was on my mind of trying out. I just, like he was saying, it is scary to kind of take that leap, especially with being so young and having only a certain amount of money, having to pay for school. But it all paid off really well. And I just started January, and it's been doing really great. I've been really blessed with the community and everyone who comes. So definitely had a savings. and just use that
You use the savings
I
to
did.
go and get stuff. So what do you have to get to be a professional spray tanner?
So definitely, I took a course to make sure that my knowledge, everything was lined up correctly. I did that through Norvell, and then I needed to get solutions. So I tried to find like what was the best universal solution to use at first, which it's not very universal. I learned very quickly.
Oh, gotcha.
But I tried to find the best one universal solution. I need a tent, a spray tan gun, and pretty much like disposable stuff. So if people don't bring their own things, they can wear the disposable. So it's nothing too crazy, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why I was honestly like, okay, let's just do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not that big of an investment, you're saying? Like,
As compared to most.
to other businesses.
Yes.
So you said what was wrong with the solution in the beginning, and who was your guinea pigs? Was it the nieces and nephews?
Oh my God.
Come here, guys.
Or mom and dad.
Yeah, mom and
Shout
dad.
out
Who
to
was
mom
it?
and dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Mom and
you
dad.
want? Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to mom and dad. But who was your guinea pigs?
It was my friends and my sister Shelby. She's the one that does hair. She was definitely my guinea pig. I think like as soon as I got it in the mail, I was so excited. I was like, "Can you just come over now? Like I want to spray you." And she's just like, "Okay." And she was pregnant too, so she was like just pregnant standing there.
Standing there all pregnant and stuff?
Yeah, all pregnant.
belly.
But no, it looked great on her. It's just some people like everyone has
so
different goals.
it worked on her.
It worked on her, but everyone has different goals and like how dark they want to be or how light they want to be. And that solution did not give everyone their goals. So.
Oh, so then,
Yeah.
now you're going to walk us through this. So then
Yes.
somebody comes in with a goal. Like, what do they tell you? Like, I want to look like Kim Kardashian, or I don't
Yeah.
know. Who knows? I
Yeah.
don't know, Megan Fox or something.
Yeah.
And then they come in looking like Tina Turner or something. Like, what is it? What happens?
So especially if you're on the more fair side, it's scary.
Yeah.
Getting a spray tan because you're going from so pale to really darken your eyes. So you have to like slowly, gradually build up your color. And they're always like, I just want a glow. Like, I just want to
Yeah.
be very light, nothing crazy. And so from there, depending on how light or dark they want to be, I give them a set time to
Okay.
rinse it off. So if they get scared at first, because usually it's pretty scary at first when you get it sprayed on, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, I promise.
Okay, so
it'll be
wait a
fine.
minute. What's
Yeah.
scary about it? Like how dark you are
Yes.
versus how you came in all pale and pasty.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you need to
Yes.
be in the sun more. And so it's they go in and then you put it on.
Yeah.
They look like they went a few hundred shades.
On vacation. Yeah.
But you're telling me now that it depends on how long they keep it on. So they go take a shower, it'll be like not as dark anymore
Yes.
or whatever. Like
Yeah.
you can gauge it that way.
You can like tweak it in certain
Okay.
ways, which is nice to do. Yeah.
So then, so you had people freak out in the beginning, like,
Yeah.
What'd they tell you?
They were just like, they would just be really scared. They're like, can I go in public like this? And I'm like, probably not. Just stay home. It's good to just take a day to yourself today. Yeah. But I always reassured them, like, everything's going to be fine. I promise you, I'll give you, like, a good set time to rinse, and then you'll be good. And they always love it. And they're always like, oh, I should have gone darker. Every
Really?
time.
No way.
Every
After
time.
all of that, they give you a
Yeah.
pain and they're telling you this, and they
Yes.
said we should have gone darker.
Every time.
And so, okay,
Yeah.
now the different solutions, like for different people, then.
Yeah, so there's different cosmetic bronzers in each of them. So the main thing that tans you is a chemical called DHA, which is what stains your skin. But there's cosmetic color and bronzer in there to kind of help like alter your skin tone. So if you're more on the red side, I would probably put in some green in there to kind of cancel it out. It's kind of like makeup. Like when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
canceling out like redness on your face, you want to put green. So I'll just mix a concoction and boom.
And just like we all have
Tan.
different skin tones,
Yes.
there's different, levels of. Hopefully, no one, putting politics aside, no one, comes in and is like, make me orange, right?
You know what? It's funny.
Yeah.
I was just going to
Some
say
people
that.
like that.
Do people want to look like
Yes.
Trump? The people like, give me the Trump.
Some people like to be a little bit on the more
Really?
orange side. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
let me see what I can whip up for you. Like, I could try that.
that is interesting.
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, I guess
It's what they're used to. Because, there's like, sometimes they use like self tanners at home and it's a little bit more on the warmer side.
Okay.
They're like, it's comforting to them to be a little bit orange, if that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
how how far do you go? You spray tan the whole body?
Yeah.
Like, where do you do like? And how, do you have the tan?
I do.
You
I sprayed myself yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, like on your forehead and stuff, like you get pretty far up there to where your hair's at. Like,
so it just depends on if someone wants their face or not. If they're like, every time people always ask me if they want their face.
Oh, some
They
people
don't.
don't want their face.
Yeah, some people don't,
And
especially.
do you have your face done?
I do.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
I like just did my face really quick. Yeah.
Right on, okay.
Yeah, but I have people wear hairnets and stuff, so I don't mess
Yeah.
up their hair.
Gotcha. So
yeah.
they put on a hairnet and then like close their eyes.
Yeah,
and
they
then
do.
You spray them down.
Yep.
And so okay now. Depending on, you said their skin color as you know, okay, go take a shower, go hurry up
Yeah,
and take it off or
yeah.
whatever. What else goes into it?
Just really, it's kind of black and white a
Really?
little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty much black and white, but you definitely need to know like with skin tones, depending on their goals. Like if someone's more pale or more on the darker side and they're not used to being as pale, then I'll probably go in with like a more violet tone for them because it shows deeper. And it's just all the color, just kind of like the color wheel, making sure that everything is matching pretty well. But yeah, just pretty black and white. Just
Okay, so how many tans do you think you've done since you said you started in January?
Yeah.
How many would you say?
Honestly, I don't know.
No, you have no idea?
I have no idea. It's been a lot, which I'm very thankful for. Like I've had very busy days. There's days where I've had 13 people, days where I've had 8 people, 1 person, 2 people. It just depends because it's summertime, so it's starting to get faster right now.
Because people
Yeah.
want to go already to the river
Yep.
or the Mitri Lake or whatever.
To the pool party.
The
Yeah.
pool
Whatever.
party, and they all want to already look tan. They don't want to get the tan there.
Yes.
Right.
They want to show up like
already tan, yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what?
Or like in my
Yeah.
case, like I spray on, the like sunscreen.
Yeah.
But then the problem is I don't reapply. So
Oh,
like
so you
if
get-
I'm out for like
yeah.
a couple hours at like the county fair or whatever, then like I show up and I'm already like got a little bit of red to my
Like a
you know,
lobster.
my skin tone. Yeah, a little bit. Not,
Yeah.
I'm not like white, but a little red to this. Like
You
know.
burn a little.
A little bit, yeah.
You burn a little.
And now,
Yeah.
does this help keep you from burning at all, or no?
So with spray tans, it doesn't have any UV protection.
No
so you
UV,
can
okay.
tan in the sun. You just need to make sure you put your sunscreen on.
You still have to put sunscreen on.
Yes.
and do all
Reapply.
that.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
that's
reapply.
my
Yeah.
lesson. That's my word for the
You
day. is
reapply.
reapply.
It's always important. But yeah, another thing I forgot to add as well is like spray tans are very strategic and high maintenance, so you do have to have like proper products to take care of them. So I always like recommend to everyone like if you want a good deal on products because it gets expensive.
Yeah.
With that kind of thing, I'm always like Aveeno or something from Target will work.
Yeah,
So-
you got to tell them
Yeah.
how to maintain it.
Yes,
Now, how long
yeah.
does it last?
So it depends on the client's end as well, how good they are at moisturizing and upkeeping like their skin. It could last up to 2 weeks.
Up to 2
Yes. Mm-hmm.
weeks, it could last, depending on, like you said, the maintenance on it.
and the aftercare.
And
yeah.
so then after that 2 weeks, do you see like a lot of repeat customers?
I do. And it's funny because one of my very first clients that I've ever had, like my first paying clients, she still comes to me till this day. And she's the best. I am so thankful for everyone who still comes to me after probably doing them dirty. Yeah.
You're like, I was figuring it out.
Yeah,
back then.
I was.
Like,
Trial,
kinda-
error.
A little bit too much green or whatever, depending on their skin color. Now, okay, so starting a business, it sounds like some days you're busy. What is your goal? Like, how do you do it? Is it social media? Is that how you ended up getting a lot of your clients?
Yeah, I opened an Instagram account for that just to kind of lightly put it out there. And then I also got an app called like Gloss Genius for booking and stuff. So
Okay.
it's easier for people to find and book themselves on there. Or if they don't want to go through that whole hassle, they can message me. So I make it pretty black and white as well for them. Like if you need help, you tell me. If you want to do it yourself, you could do it. So social media, word of mouth for sure right now is definitely helpful.
So the social media side of it, like what'd you do? What was your first plan of attack? Did you do reels? Did you show like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm tanning myself? Like, what was it?
It was so I first made a post introducing myself so people knew. And then from there, just getting ideas because I've always had like a creative mind when it came to social media. So I was just excited to make my own content.
Yeah.
So just kind of going on TikTok, Pinterest, and all that, and getting my inspiration, I just kind of started making more reels lately.
Yeah.
So it's been fun. Yeah.
So you started to do your own version of whatever, like the TikTok thing is, and you're like, are you dancing and doing all the silly stuff too?
Not dancing yet.
No.
No.
You haven't graduated to dancing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so here's the most important question. Can you spray tan abs on me? Can we do that? Can we figure that out? Like,
I will tell you, I don't know how to do that right now.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
Johnny wants to look fly for the summer.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, I
summertime.
just started 5 months ago. So, I mean, that's a different course.
See,
so
and I just started on my summer body 3 weeks ago. So I'm kind of late in the game. So I was hoping I could be tanned and have abs.
They have courses for that. People ask.
Do they?
They've been asking.
And I joke. I'm totally teasing about it. But I do know
ask.
that. I know people do it. No, it's like a real thing. Did you know that?
No, go for it.
I'm not.
Go for it. Elaborate.
Do whatever you want. No, I'm saying, did you know it was a real thing that people spray tan?
Oh
abs?
yeah, no, I can imagine. Yeah, because there's the whole thing about looks maxing, right? Like,
oh my gosh,
people want to, there's that, and that gets another discussion.
Yeah.
But part of it is people want to look better. They want to look, great, and so some of that's, could include spray tans.
Yeah. So if you want to look smacks, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
We can do that.
Figure that out, and then I might stop by. No, okay, real quick. Another thing. So would I look better with the tan?
Maybe.
I
think so.
Yeah?
I think everyone needs to try a tan once.
Okay.
At least once, because it does make a difference.
Yeah, maybe some confidence. You get a little bit like, look at me.
It makes you feel more confident. It really does. And it makes you feel like 10 pounds lighter, too. So.
All right. No, I'm doing it
we'll
then.
Take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell everybody, we're at the end of the show, so or at least a segment. Tell everybody where they could find you on the Instagram, and hopefully you'll be dancing on there soon.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at Salt and Sun Spray Tans. And especially... probably ask your family members because I've probably sprayed them already. So, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
Good
so
luck
much.
with everything you do.
Thank
and with
you.
that, we're going to go to a break. But who are we coming back with, Victor?
We have Keith Francis Jr. He's going to talk about the Adult Flag Football League.
Yes, he is. He's going to do it right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
KOFA Border Radio doesn't sound like any other radio station in Yuma. We are a non-commercial source for music from around the world, across the decades and local artists. Our hosts are volunteers. If you would like to get involved, send an email to music@borderradioaz.org.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Citrine Law, LLC, a locally owned Yuma law firm where clients work directly with a local legal team. Citrine Law practices criminal defense, DUI defense, and personal injury law throughout Yuma County. Information is at citrinelaw.com.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. Republican Congressman Andy Biggs is running for Arizona governor. On Tuesday, Congressman Biggs met with voters in San Luis and Yuma. KJZZ reports a recent study by Noble Predictive Insights found Biggs increased his lead over his Republican primary opponent, Congressman David Schweikert, by 30 points. Also this month, Yuma Democrats said Biggs and Schweikert support Trump policies that are raising gas prices and costs for Arizona families. I asked Congressman Biggs his response.
We got to quit being dependent on gas from California. That's my first thing. And that means that we need to make sure that we get pipelines and additional pipelines built from Texas coming over our way, because that's where we'll get the cheaper gas. Second thing is this governor, by the way, a Democrat, failed to actually request a waiver on the exotic blends from California. Those blends cost us 50 to 60 cents per gallon at the pump.
Arizona's primary day is July 21st. For KAWC, I'm Victor Calderon.
No matter why you love music, KOFA is the station that helps you find new artists and remember favorites from the past. You can hear us at 94.7 FM and on the KOFA app in your favorite app store.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.
I'm Mike Suba, and I'm a big supporter of KAWC. You're getting a great source of information about our community, about the people that are working and living here, and you start going, you know what, this is really a valued service. And that's the great thing, is you've got a partnership here. And I'm a big believer in partnerships because the one thing I realized early on in life, I can maybe do a lot of stuff on a very limited basis, but when I start partnering up, it's amazing what we can do when we pool our resources. And so I hope that when people are listening to the station, enjoying the news broadcasts and the entertainment shows that are being presented, that they realize that you're not only the end user and enjoying what is being broadcast to you, but it can be a partnership too, where you can participate, like I've discovered I can do, and help get this service, enhance it, and provide even better programming. I'm Mike Suba, and I support KAWC.
Run by music lovers like yourselves, KOFA Border Radio has what you need. A non-commercial home filled with music heard from all over the world. Tune in at 94.7 FM, 1320 AM on the KOFA app or at borderradioaz.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here joined by
Keith Francis Jr. We're going to talk about the Adult Flag Football League. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, man. So before we get into the flag football side of things, we like to get to know our guests. That's what we do here on the show. Are you from here in Yuma?
I am originally from Florida.
Florida?
Yeah.
All right.
Jacksonville to be exact.
Jacksonville, born and raised?
Yeah. Born and raised.
Okay. So what was it like growing up in Jacksonville? It's like the part of Florida where there's alligators or crocodiles or whatever?
No.
Oh, you missed out.
I didn't have to deal with alligators or crocodiles.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
A lot of snakes, though. Yeah.
So you traded out for snakes.
Snakes and hurricanes, yeah.
Hurricanes.
Yeah.
So what was that like growing up with snakes and hurricanes in Jacksonville?
I would imagine it's the same as growing up here with the snakes, but the hurricanes, luckily, there's like a little bubble around Jacksonville that just whatever happens whenever the hurricanes come in, they just happen to die down just before landfall. And so luckily, we never had a major hurricane while I was growing up there.
Oh, that's cool. God likes you guys over there. That's what it is. It's like, we're going to stop right here. These are my people.
Definitely.
So you're growing up over there. Has football always been a part of your life? We also mentioned off air that you do track as well. So was it always sports? Was it always football? Was it always track? What was it?
Yeah, I grew up in a really dangerous part of the community, and sports was a way out. It was how you got to stay out of trouble. It's how you had fun. And so I spent a lot of my time being very active growing up.
Okay, so do you mind diving into, what do you mean, like dangerous? So is it hood, a lot of activities, stuff like that, like something that you can fall into real easily if you're not careful?
Definitely. It was a lot of hood, a lot of neighborhood violence, neighborhood versus neighborhood.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of things growing up, people dying, drug deals, all kind of stuff like that. So it was just a natural part of what we saw growing up.
Yeah, so you're seeing this, you're growing up in it. How quickly did you gravitate to sports? Or was it like something for your parents or grandparents or family, aunts or uncles? Somebody said, hey, hey, steer him this way. We don't want him going,
Yeah, for me, it was a personal thing.
It was personal.
I didn't like being home. So I learned that if I play sports, I get to travel. I get to not be home. So I played tennis. I ran track. I wrestled. I did whatever I could sign up for so I wouldn't be home.
Okay, so at what age did this come?
Early on, 6, 7, and then until... Now
So you're 6 or 7. You're like, I got to get out of this house, and you saw that sports was an outlet. What sport was the first one that you did around 6 or 7?
So the first sport that I did was soccer. And then flag football, and then tackle football, and then I got introduced to wrestling. So I wrestled for 3 years in high school, played tennis for 2.
Did you like soccer, or did you quickly get away from soccer?
I quickly got away from soccer.
Okay. That's what it sounded like, because like even in conversation, you were like soccer, and then you went after why didn't you like soccer?
Ironically enough, I didn't like running, even though I ran track.
See,
It's a lot of running up and down the field.
Wait a minute. See, I was thinking that was going to be his answer from a track guy. I was like, because there is a lot of running up and down the field. But from a track guy, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So early on, you're like, hey, this isn't for me. I don't want to run and chase a ball. Then you went to other sports, and then so did flag
Still
football.
chasing balls.
yeah. So football, obviously a little bit different. You know, when you're doing it, so you gravitated more to that when you put those flags on and you're out there hitting the field?
In Florida, football is really huge, and so.
Yeah, don't they have this is my sports guy here.
Yes.
Jacksonville
Jaguars.
Yeah, the Jaguars.
And then is there like a college team out there?
University of Miami is pretty good. UCF, Central Florida.
No, yeah, UCF is UCF. I'm a Florida State fan. I'm a Florida State.
Florida State. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's big because of all of that what we named.
Everything is right around you. So you grow up seeing the college players. There's a very prominent football culture in Florida, and it's kind of pushed at an early age. You see all the kids playing. My high school, they just won the football back-to-back. Or no, they lost the year before to Miami Northwestern, and they won this year the state championship. And then they won again in track. Yeah.
So then it's popular over there. So then you get into flag. What position did you play? Do you remember those early days? And what was it that made you say, like, oh, I could do this type of running?
I remember early on, I played center. And I was
center.
Like, yeah.
You were a big dude or what?
No, I just didn't know what I was doing. I just didn't know anything.
Oh, gotcha.
So they just threw me out there. Unfortunately, I didn't have my father growing up, so I relied a lot on the men in the community.
Yeah,
and so they taught me how to play, and eventually I went from not liking playing that position to in flag football is fun to play.
Yeah, and center, you're not. It's not tackling. You're not hitting each other. You don't need to be big, but so what did you gravitate towards? What position?
So I ended up playing tackle football, and then I played cornerback and safety.
Cornerback and safety.
Yeah.
To me, those ones are fun. Those are the fun ones. Why cornerback and safety?
Cornerback because I'm really competitive, and I don't want you to catch the ball on me.
I love it. Yeah.
And so it just naturally from playing in the street, playing in the fields, just naturally progressed to, all right, I want to learn more about this position.
Mm-hmm. So who was your favorite cornerback?
Prime time, Deion
Sanders. Right on. Yeah. So were you watching him? Like, I'm going to be like this dude.
No, I didn't think I was going to be like that dude.
Oh, okay.
That dude is amazing.
He's a star. He's a legend, Hall of Famer.
He is.
Yeah, but no joke. So, okay, I'm going to say this. So I wake up, I'm never going to be like Kobe, but I wake up and I watch Kobe clips when I wake up in the morning just for that mindset.
Right.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Like I wake up and I watch some clips of him. I'm never the Mamba mentality. I'm not a Lakers fan, never been a Lakers fan. Not going to play. I can't play basketball well anymore, but it's like I watch this and it's like I want to be like this dude.
Right.
Yeah. So was there anyone that you did look up to?
Well, I mean, I looked up to Deion Sanders.
Yeah,
I loved his bravado. I loved his swagger. I loved his trash talking. He embodies what it is to be a cornerback. Oftentimes as a cornerback, you're out there by yourself. Although it's a team sport, you're kind of on the side.
You're right there.
And everybody's watching you. If that catch happens, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
Regardless of what coverage it was, and it was somebody else's fault, it looks like it's your fault. And so you have to learn how to have a little bit of swagger about yourself, have a little bit of confidence, and know how to walk and talk,
So did you bring that to your high school when you're playing high school? Did you play for your high school team?
So I actually did not play high school football. I have a really funny story where I didn't play high school football. My grades were bad, and I ended up working really hard to get my grades good so I can wrestle. So I didn't make football in time.
So you did the wrestling.
I ran track.
You ran track, okay.
I never formally, officially played high school football. I get crap about that all the time from some of my high school guys because they're like, you should have played. I played all Pop Warner, played all those things, didn't play in high school, and then I played in college.
Gotcha. So how did your Pop Warner team do?
We were really good. Inner City Warlords. We were in the playoffs almost every year. We had some really good talent. To be honest, the Pop Warner landscape in Florida is huge. It's like
a lot of competition.
A lot of competition.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming out for it. It's really a big thing.
So then you said you wrestled and you did track in high school. How'd that go?
I wrestled. I did really well in wrestling. I was at a predominantly black school where wrestling wasn't really known. So I kind of stumbled across it. I seen them in the gym, and I was peeking in. I'm like, what's going on in here? And so I kind of watched a couple practices, and the coach was like, hey, you want to come try? And I was like, nah, I was just checking it out, you know? And so he talked me into doing it. And when we started, maybe the team had probably 10 guys or something like that. And then my class, we kind of I grabbed some of my friends, they grabbed some of their friends, and then we really made wrestling a big thing in our school.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we ended up winning conference titles and all kind of stuff. It was cool.
So a little mini movement happened.
It was exactly like that. We had a great coach who came in. He came in from somewhere else. I want to say he came from Virginia, and he was on a national coaching team in wrestling there. And so he brought all his expertise, brought a friend with him, and then our program just stepped it up huge.
Okay. Yeah. Right. And then at that same time, you're doing track.
Yes. He's the one that made me do track.
Oh, okay.
He was like, you got to be in shape to wrestle.
Yeah,
so he made me do
definitely.
cross country. And then the cross country coach coached track. And he was like, you should come run track. You have track form. I was like, I don't know what that is. I only did this because my coach made me do it.
Right.
And so wrestling season, I was doing really good wrestling. I was set to go to the state meet, but I got staph infection the week of regionals, so I wasn't allowed to participate. So all the dreams, all the goals that we work for, crash and burn. And my wrestling coach was like, well, you still got another chance in track. And so they convinced me to run track.
You did the track. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to find out how you ended up in college football and then making your way here to Yuma.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do that right after this. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma Radio is sponsored in part by Nova Home Loans, serving Yuma County and nearby communities. Nova Home Loans offers residential lending services, including home loans and refinancing. They are also proud supporters of local community efforts and organizations. More information is available at novahomeloansyuma.com.
It's sunny and breezy in Quartzsite and Parker as afternoon highs near 87 degrees. Winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour could gust as high as 25 miles per hour tonight. Clear skies with a low of 57. In Yuma, similar weather with an afternoon high of 85 degrees. Clear skies tonight with a low of 61.
There is so much advice about decluttering, like the Marie Kondo method, where you ask yourself, does this item spark joy? Well, donating a vehicle that you don't need anymore to KAWC and Border Radio is an easy way to help us bring you the programs that bring you joy. And it's a great way to declutter. Learn more at kawc.org/cars.
From indie gems to timeless classics, Border Radio brings you music with heart. Listen live or on demand at borderradioaz.org or on the KOFA app.
North End Community Center is now accepting registration for the Senior Season Pass program. Volunteer instructors are on site to assist with art programs that include wood carving, painting in all mediums, and more. Tuesday mornings through October. Information at yumaaz.gov under Parks and Recreation.
Tuned in to Border Radio KOFA. We are your local public radio station that celebrates the power of music to bring people together. You can see our playlists, listen to our live stream, and listen to past programs on demand on the KOFA app. Find it at your favorite app store.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here joined by
Keith Francis Jr. We're talking football. So you don't do football in high school, but so you ran track, you were in wrestling. Was that what got you noticed? You said you played in college.
Yeah.
So tell us about that journey.
So it's a long, crazy story.
Yeah.
I didn't do the SATs and ACTs. Wasn't informed that that was something that I should do. So ran track, did pretty well. Afterwards, did some AAU track and got some scholarships. And then there was no SATs, so I wasn't able to go to college. So I was a little depressed, a little sad about that. So I took a year off of school, and I was playing around outside with some neighborhood guys, just playing football. And ironically enough, I didn't want to go. So they talked me into going. I go, and we play. We win the game, and it's just for fun. But there was a recruiter out there. He's like, hey, I want to get you into college. And I'm like, dude, you can't recruit people just from playing pickup outside. He's like, well, ask your friend over there. He knows who I am. Like, I'm legit. And so he's like, yeah, I talked to my friend. He's like, no, like, he's a legit recruiter. He got me into school. He got some friends into school. So I give him my information. A couple months go by, I didn't hear anything from it. And so I was like, exactly what I thought. So I get a job at Burger King. I start working at Burger King, and I'm like, there has to be more to life than this. Across the street was an Army recruiter, and I was like, I need to do something with life. So I start going through that process. I take the ASVAB. I score really good on the ASVAB. So now the recruiter won't leave me alone. And in the process of that, I get a call from the coach. He says, hey, there's this school in North Dakota. They're just starting a football program again. They're really known for hockey and forestry. And he's like, but you can do something great, you know? And so he was like, would you want to go? And I was like, heck yeah. Jumped on the plane and left.
So you did that. How'd you do in college?
So the team did not do great. The team did not do, small school, small town. I was in Botany, North Dakota, which is an hour away from Minot, which is like 3 hours away from Fargo. So I have to say all that so people get an idea of where it is. But I I did well enough to where I got noticed. So I went to an NAIA school in Tabor College, where I finished college and ran track and played football.
All right. So how'd you end up here in Yuma?
So after school, I moved to Lake Havasu. I met some guys in college that was in Lake Havasu. They became brothers of mine. So they were here. I moved here following them. And my job wanted me to come to Yuma. I didn't want to come to Yuma. And then we got pregnant with my son, and my son's mom passed away. And so my mom wanted to come help. Thank you. My mom wanted to come help and just be close to her first grandchild. And at the time, she was dealing with lupus. And so I was like, it'll be better for both of us to be close to help each other out. So I flew all the way to Florida, packed our stuff up in a U-Haul, and drove her 44 hours cross country. It's almost coast to coast.
Yeah, so then you end up here in Yuma. You said, why didn't you want to come here originally? Because it's really nice in Lake Havasu. And
it is beautiful in Lake Havasu.
It is, it's pretty chill, man.
It is.
Yeah. Spring break out there,
It's so much to do, and it's close to Vegas. It's like 2 hours from Vegas. We spent a lot of time just going to Vegas just because. So, but Lake Havasu was pretty. I was making all the hours in Havasu. But once we moved to Yuma, everything worked out.
Okay. So tell us what you do now. So I looked at your bio. You oversee a portion of the statewide crisis line serving Yuma, La Paz, and Santa Cruz counties. Tell us a little bit about that briefly.
So I work for Arizona Complete Health. I don't know anything about insurance. I oversee a portion of the crisis side. So what that looks like is we have a dedicated statewide crisis line. Statewide, we oversee 12 of the 15 counties, and we provide crisis services to anyone as long as you're within the state of Arizona, and those are free at no cost to the residents in Arizona. Not even the residents. If someone is visiting, they just happen to be in Arizona, we'll help them out. But additionally, we have people that go out to them and help them with resources and de-escalate and that kind of thing. Oh, wow. Yeah, and so I oversee that in Yuma, La Paz, and Santa Cruz County.
Okay, and so that's how'd you get into that?
It was an accident.
Okay,
happy accident.
After college, I was looking for a job. I didn't know what I was going to be doing, and I applied for something that I thought was going to be like a counseling gig, which was a crisis mobile team, which is the second component what I spoke about of the crisis line. And so I went for the interview, and they started telling me, and I was like, this is not what I signed up for. But we're here, so let's go for it.
Oh, okay.
And I did that for 8 years, going out and assessing individuals, helping de-escalate individuals, helping them get proper resources for whatever situation that they were dealing with. And then the last 3 years, I got a promotion, and now I oversee a portion of that.
Okay. And you also coach track and football at Cibola High School.
Yeah. So this year was my first year coaching football again. I coached in Parker, and then since COVID, I haven't coached since then. Well, I've coached my son's little flag football team in Yuma Catch and Go.
Yeah.
So I coached that, and then this year was my first year coaching defensive backs at Cibola. I coached all levels, JV and varsity. So it was fun, and now I transitioned from that to coaching sprints at Cibola as well.
Okay.
So you do all of that at Cibola right now. That's what you're doing. And then with everything you're doing, you're in your free time that's somewhere in that, you decide to create an adult flag football. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's what originally you reached out to me about. So.
Right. So when I first moved to Yuma, I had been playing flag football competitively for years. Like I said, I go to Vegas a lot. I played in Vegas. I played in Phoenix. We played in San Diego. And so when I moved to Yuma, there wasn't any flag football teams. There were some on base, but I had no base affiliation and I had no base access. So what I did was I got on Facebook and I posted on Facebook Marketplace like, hey, any guys want to throw the football around? And so at first it started out with like 2 or 3 guys coming out, and I was like, I don't know anyone. I'm not local here. You know someone. You invite 2 people. You invite 2 people. And then eventually it grew to like us having 30 people for pickup. And so from there I was like, we can do something with this. And so thus Yuma Adult Flag Football was born.
Yeah, so then, so how do you create your own flag football league? What does that look like?
So I have to give a huge shout out to my friend Matthew Sepulveda. He was running a flag football league in Lake Havasu where I lived. I mean, being really good friends with him, I got to see a close side of how he organized it, how he facilitated it, how he set it up. And so from doing that, I just kind of picked his brain, was like, what did you do? How did you do it? What does it look like to get started? He gave me all the what, when, how, and how, why, you know? And so I came here to Yuma and I replicated what he had going on in Lake Havasu. Fortunately for me, Yuma has a bigger football community, or people that want to play. Yeah. So our first season, we started in July of 2022. I had no idea how hot it got here in Yuma in July. So that was our first season doing it. And we died. We baked out
that's horrible.
There. But I had like 12 teams sign up.
What?
Like originally I had 17, but 17 was too many. So I capped it at 12.
Teams. You're talking teams. Wow.
Yeah. And right now we're in season right now. We're in spring season right now. And we have 10 teams, 10 teams. Yeah.
You have 10 teams. So then how do you consistently keep like the same amount of teams?
So it fluctuates. I do a spring season and I do a fall season. I see that for our fall season we have less participants because people would rather watch their NFL teams than go and play. But for our spring season we usually have a uptick of guys, and there's 10 guys on each team. And so we have about 100 guys playing on Sundays, any given Sunday.
And then so how do you learned how to do like the brackets and all of that? Do they have coaches for each team, or is like kind of self-coached?
It's self-coached.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
You go out with your buddies, or you go out. I have some high school athletes that come and play.
Okay.
And that keeps the league interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because the young athletes, they're going to want to embarrass you.
Yeah, they want to. They want to show what's up.
Yeah. So, and especially if they get to do it against an adult, right? It's fun that way.
Okay.
Yeah. So then you put it together. You said it sounds like it's been pretty successful so far.
Yeah. We've had 2 seasons every year since 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, so we do a fall and spring. I didn't do a fall season last season because it was my first year coaching at Cibola.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what that was going to look like.
Yeah, you don't want to overcommit or something, and you just wanted to see. But now you kind of got that, the gist of things, you got the hang. So you got So how far into the spring season are you right now?
Right now, we're going into week 3 this coming week, only because we took off for Mother's Day and we took off for Memorial's Day.
Okay.
In the past, I kind of scheduled games on those days, and I noticed people wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
So then it messes up the schedule, it messes up the bracket. So we just take it off. Enjoy.
Yeah. So then how serious do people take this?
So it's funny. I was just talking to someone the other day. So I'll see an adult come in 30-something, 20-something, and they'll come in thinking, oh, I was good in high school. And they come out there and they play and they realize they're not as good.
Yeah, they're gassed like after a couple of like
that dad
runs.
bod kicked in, sitting around. But what I notice is the year after that, the next season, guys come in shape.
Okay,
because
they do it.
They don't want to get embarrassed.
They're like, all right, I gotta eat better.
Yeah.
And so what I see is that the top 4 teams are usually pretty good. And then the teams after that are just guys that want to play. And so it's fun that way. The games are exciting. You can see some really competitive games, and you can see some really fun games.
Okay.
I know you've been inviting me out. I got to go check it out, man.
So, definitely come out.
Tell everybody how to find you on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and then where you play your games and when.
Yeah. So we play on Sundays from 3 to about 10:30. And you can find us at Yuma Adult Flag Football on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
and it's cool you're keeping the people active here in the community and doing something good. So I really, really appreciate it, bro.
No, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
And with that, What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC, Colorado River Public Media. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Anthony Ornelas, Juan Garcia, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
You can find out more about KOFA at borderradioaz.org and on the KOFA app. Stay tuned for KOFA's Midday Music. Do you have the names? Or
No,
I
I
have
don't.
The names?
Do you have them?
All right, so for tomorrow's show, we have Cheyenne Cole. She's with Locally Baked in Yuma. And Hannah Martinez. She's the Yuma County Teacher of the Year.
All right.
And you can listen to the podcast version of our program and check out past episodes anytime at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio.
Yes, and if you want to get on the show, make sure you go to whatsupyuma.biz. Once again, that's whatsupyuma.biz. Click that radio link and click book me, and you could be on this show right here. It's open to everybody, so go do that. Whatsupyuma.biz. Everyone, have a good day, and we will see you tomorrow.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Citrine Law, LLC, a Yuma law firm practicing criminal defense, DUI defense, and personal injury law. Information is at citrinelaw.com.
You are tuned into KOFA Yuma Border Radio 94.7 FM and 1320 AM. We can also be heard with the KOFA app and at kawc.org.